Oh, I guess I'm going live. I'm trying to figure out this how to go live on my phone. Okay, hello. This is Dawn DelVecchio with Return of the Priestess and DawnDelVecchio.com. And I thought of making this video for you today after um, being witness to a conversation in a group thread on Messenger. You know how sometimes your friends invite you to group threads on Messenger, and anyway, I just happened to be doing something else on my phone, and all these messages kept coming in and in and in. And so I kind of scanned them, and I have to say I didn't look really carefully, but they inspired me to talk about our collective future and not letting fear porn and panic control us. So first, before I even do that, I wanted to share with you where I am, which is maybe we can, let me see if I can show you. Okay, let's see. There we go. This is my temple. So this is the first time I'm really bringing, well, maybe the second time I'm bringing a camera in here. I've taken pictures before. That's the forest that I look upon, and this is my temple. It's beneath it is a big crystal grid. This is a yurt. And it's got a collection of many of the sacred objects I've collected over, 30 plus years, more than 30 years. This is a handmade Mongolian yurt made in Mongolia, and it came to me via motorcycle, horse, train, plane, and van. And we've had it here on our property for a couple years now. So this is the sacred space where I come and do my medicine work, hold retreats, pray, meditate, and really tune into the good vibes. So that's that. Now, let's go back. Okay, so I want to talk with you about what came up. So in this thread, in a nutshell, really, there was a conversation where one person was telling another person about this astrological event that's going to happen in April, and we have to be totally prepped with our bunkers and our this, that, and the other, because that's when it's all going to go down. And I haven't responded to that yet because I have to look more carefully into what's being said and whether it seems I don't want to say appropriate, but seems kind to respond. But I wanted to share some reflections on this that I feel are really important for us all to remember at this time. And that's why I titled this, We've Got This. We do have this. And here's how I mean that. We are creating all of it through, oops, I just realized I might be blocking the mic. Sorry about that. We are creating all of this. We are the ones who are co-creating this reality. And yes, I know when we look from the 3D perspective, it's not good. It's scary. It's what's going on for those with eyes to see. What we see going on is insanity. It's abuse of power on an unprecedented scale. It's threat, intimidation. It's lies galore. It's everything we could and beyond what we even thought was possible. The gaslighting, the fear porn, the dystopian potentials. And we still, I feel certain that we have this, and it doesn't require all of us. It requires those of the high love and light to be able to literally hold the light and hold the vision, the knowing, the love, the high frequency of what we came to bring, This is essential. And what is it we came to bring? Love, light, the ascension timeline. So I realize that there are times that we need to look, some of us choose to look at the shenanigans going on, sometimes with levels of astonishment and dismay, to be sure. I get it. And when we look at that, we look at the dystopic stuff and we believe it and we say, oh my God, in April or whenever, whatever, it's going to be, that's going to be, we have to be like in our bunkers with all of our food and supplies and stuff. We're actually feeding the very timeline that we don't want to occur. Now, I'm not saying don't prepare yourselves. We're prepared with some extra stuff for sure. We have made some very careful considerations about investments in time, money, food, supplies, all of that stuff. What I'm speaking about here, what I'm wanting to invite us all to really reflect on is the energy with which we are embracing the future and visioning the future. Because when we succumb, and I get it that it's easy to succumb to dismay, fear, giving up, hopelessness, discouragement, frustration, all of those things, we are literally in the frequency that allows for those dystopic timelines to unfold further. Now, it doesn't take a lot of us to hold a higher light quotient, but we have to do it. And that means a pretty, I want to say consistent, I want to say a pretty strong and steady light and a will to face our fears lovingly and transmute them. So in this collective ascension that we are undergoing, we are looking both at the external world's psychotic collapse at the moment, control measures out of control, all of the stuff. And we are also walking through our own shadow. We are walking through our own opportunities to raise our frequency that often come in the guise of annoyances, health challenges, fear stuff, money stuff, things that contract us, things that bring us into fear, shock, unexpected things that we don't want. And this is when we are really put to the test. And I'm not saying we have to be masters of this per se, but we have to be willing and we have to be loving to ourselves. And we have to face the things that make us uncomfortable, that make us angry and upset, and find the tools necessary to clear the trauma, to clear the stress, to let go of the judgment and the anger, to move through our own shadow so that we uptick our light. And each time we do that, our capacity to hold more light and therefore empower a positive future timeline goes up. So when you come across, and it's all over YouTube, it's all over every social media, it's all over mainstream media, and when you come across the fear porn, ask yourself, is this serving the vision of a higher timeline? And I'm not suggesting that we need to stick our heads in the sands and be spiritual bypassing love and light. No, that's where our inner work comes in. We have to face the shadow and look with loving eyes and look with our master teachers in the non-physical, with our spiritual allies at what's going on, but not bend our knees or drop to our knees, collapse in fear over it, but rather say, yes, this is the time of the revelation of all that has been hidden in the shadow. And those whose shadowy antics are being revealed are going to start throwing everything at us to keep us locked into low frequencies of fear and refeeding that back into the collective, right? So some of us have to choose a higher timeline in order to serve the collective. And so that's what my invitation is. If you're watching this, and thank you for those who have come to visit during the live stream of it, then I know that you're in tune with that. So look with loving eyes. Go in to do your inner work. And don't get caught up in the, on this day, that's going to happen. On that day, this is going to happen. Oh my God, we have to go into fear and panic. None of that serves us right now. We can do as an old Islamic proverb says, pray to Allah and tie up our camels. In other words, look to the light, raise our own frequency, and make practical decisions about our 3D, these bodies, these mind-body vehicles that are still living in the 3D. This is how we serve the light. This is how we serve the higher timeline of ascension. And this is also how we dissolve the dystopic timelines. We literally don't feed them anymore. So I hope this is helpful. I would love to hear from you. If you have any comments, questions, or anything you would like clarified, I'd be happy to make more videos on this topic if it serves you. And let's see, anything else? Just a quick shout out to my upcoming Freedom Through Forgiveness workshop that's happening at the end of August 2023. If you're interested in that, you can reach out to me, and if I can figure out how on the live stream to put that in the comments below, I will do that as well. Okay, sending you much love for this afternoon. May you feel the light and the love of the divine holding you, having your back, and standing by your side as we journey together through this ascension process. May you know that you are a beloved child of the One, never having sinned, always in your purity and innocence, and that it is your light and your love that can conquer all fear and darkness. Thank you so much. Many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.